So Victor, you've placed a box in front of us. So this is the Sound Field Enhancement. Awaken your senses.
Indeed. So my background is sound engineering, you know, right back in 1982 I started sound engineering in the studio. And I've always been keen to use studio equipment and microphones, and you know, it fascinates me. But one of the things that I've been invited to recently, in the last, or several times in the last couple of years, is one of these high-end audio shows. You know, where I went to one in Germany just a little while ago, and you know, a sound system there was €1 million.
Wow.
€1 million for a sound system, speakers, deck, cables, the whole thing. Well, fortunately, a complete set, but it was €1 million. And there's all sorts of speakers and amplifiers that are extraordinary prices. However, you look at the engineering, and the engineering is absolutely out of this world. You mean there's things and equipment that's when you look at it, it's just so pleasurable to look at, because they've been, these amplifiers and these record decks have been crafted by engineers, and they look absolutely fantastic. Anyway, it's all in the sound at the end of the day. So the more you pay, in theory, the better you get. It's not always true, however. So because we make all this other energetic equipment, one of my colleagues said, "Oh, let's use crystals, because we're working with crystal compounds and things like that." He said, "Let's put some audio signal through some crystals, see whether it would enhance it in any way." So the signal goes through one of these various different connectors. So it's 2 channels, and the cable that goes through from one side to the other is unbroken, and it's a very high quality cable. I think it's about £20, 20 GBP per foot. So as the cable goes through our special crystal matrix, it picks up the quality of the crystal and what program we put into it. So we put in their special program in order to enhance the whole of this experience. I mean, we've designed it specifically for to give a spatial effect. So as the signal passes through, it picks up the quality of the crystal, and then it puts it into the amplifier. This signal has now got something added to it, although it's not an audible noise. And it's got an energetic component now added to the signal, and then as you put it through an amplifier, of course, it makes that signal just so much bigger. For the user experience, as you listen to the music and move away outside of the normal flat sound field, it feels as though you're attached to the music in such an unusual way. Unusual, and I mean pleasant, because it feels as though you become a part of the music. This is recorded music it works on. In live music, it doesn't work the same, because you're in a live situation. You can't really hear the flatness of a couple of speakers. But if you're playing it back through from a CD player or from a DSD player or a high quality stylus, and because it's pre-recorded, you're now recreating this wonderful field.
Well, it's quite interesting, because you were speaking about there's a different effect with live music. In fact, live sound passes through a different part of the brain. It passes through the social center of the brain. And when we listen to recorded music, it's passing through a diverse part of the brain.
Oh,
so
I didn't know that.
It could, in fact, be addressing a different part of our neurology.
Yeah. So it's easy to see. I mean, most people would put a new audio box into their system. They go and stand flat in front of the speakers and say, "Well, I can't really hear it," you know. But actually, the trick is not to stand in front of the speakers, because they're going to be loud.
Right.
You know, they could be belting out all this sound, and the body's processing all of this. But when you move out of what we call the normal footprint of the speakers, and move over into the corner or way over into that corner, you're actually still involved with the whole music, and it's really lovely. It's just a lovely experience.
Indeed. Thank you.